Okay, guys, I hope you're doing good. It's been a really big weekend, and we have another day, and I can feel the energy is big. The wind has already started here, so there's definitely some big things going on. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the NPC idea today. And remember, everything is your own perception, and you will perceive this in the way that is best for you. But I just want to give you some ideas so that you can recognize who's playing and who's not playing, and whether it's a part of your consciousness that you're interacting with, or it's a part of the collective consciousness that you're interacting with. So everything is consciousness. The matrix is made of consciousness, and so are NPCs. And as the third and fourth density split away, we had a lot of NPCs that were human with a human body, and they just couldn't get to the point where they were ready to go into the fifth density or the fifth dimension. And it's because they didn't have a really big soul to guide them through it. So they ascended without their body. So basically the third and fourth density were dissolved and they ascended. Some of them still appear to be here. And we'll get back to that in a second. Recognizing an NPC, you want to know that they won't look you in the eye, and their eyes feel kind of empty if you do get them to look you in the eye. They repeat their patterns over and over, and they're unable to get into a deep conversation. You can feel almost like the nervous energy that's generated. And that's usually your own nervous energy trying to get a response that's deeper from an NPC. We feel a lot of attachment and responsibility for NPCs, especially if they are close to us. So some family members may not be totally engaged at this point. We may be recreating them in order to play out the story that we have. And families are doing that with some people. And I've seen that happening in a lot of different situations, and people have been talking about it quite a bit and feeling it in their own family. And that's been brought to my attention. So just being aware of that, it's not good or bad either way. And the whole idea of the NPC was created to keep us company, keep humanity company. And I think it was amped up by the people that were kind of controlling Earth and the situation. Because if everybody thinks one way, and maybe they were more NPC than real, then it's much harder to go against the grain. So think about that a little bit. We chose, as enlightened beings, and that doesn't mean we know everything at this point. We're learning. But we chose to go against the grain. We chose to believe in ourselves, and we chose to stand up and say no to a lot of things. NPCs do not do that. They're part of the program. So we have individual programs, and these are codes and frequencies and all of that, and also collective programs. So your body is this beautiful, organic computer spaceship, basically, that you have here on earth. And our bodies are changing tremendously. But the children are coming in with the upgraded body. So it's a totally different kind of experience for them. But when you think about the NPC, there's nothing negative about them or positive about them. Like, they're neutral, and we create our experience with them. And it may be a family that agrees on the experience as well. But if you bump into someone in the grocery store and you notice those things where they don't want to look you in the eye, maybe they used to be somebody that you were acquainted with. They repeat patterns and they don't seem to have anything new to really talk about or any big things that are happening in their life. And they're not going deep, like everything is shallow, then you're most likely talking to an NPC. So think about those things and see how they sit with you. But I think that it's going to become easier and easier to recognize, because as the NPCs begin to dissipate from the world, because we don't need big crowds of people anymore, then we will begin to see more interdimensionals and more extraterrestrials. So I just wanted to bring this up one more time because I think there's a lot of confusion, but everything is consciousness. Every single thing that you see, from the quilt on your bed to the chair at the kitchen table, everything is consciousness.